there is a lot of space for free, and it looks like with, what, one smoke, one flash, one HE, Team Spirit are very happy just to play retake on B. But Icy is spending a lot of time clearing out everything, which has allowed Spirit to make their way into the area.
Dowie on the bomb site, gets it planted. Spirit set up for this retake. Ooh, see a little bit of a toe there from Knife, and the reaction starts to get coiled. Dowie's good though. Gut punch to the head straight away. More to be done. Dowie doubling it up, and this is looking a little bit sour for Spirit already. It's just that man, isn't it? And he wants even more. All the confidence in the world with 7 HP, and he'll grab himself 4 to open up the round, Mac.
A solid win on the pistol, but now we need to see if they can capitalize here. Team Spirit, respectful, just keeping the USPs in hand and getting aggro early. Big wide swing, looking to set up Donk, who decides that's probably not the best idea. And will clear out a main, make his way back to Donut, and just call the troops in to try and play the numbers game. I think the other talking point we can kind of bring up in this situation, unless something goes crazy here, is the fact that they are, okay, found through the smoke. That's bomb on the ground. Smoke's going to be fading. Yep, Jackie. Uh-oh, Jackie. It's not going well, Jackie.
Yeah, it's starting to get wrong. It's rotting in the middle. But maybe they can still remedy it. I mean, 2 versus 3. They've got to pick that bomb back up now. It becomes quite uncomfortable as Donk, inside a donut, looks to try and fend them off. Oh, Knife gets the adjustment shot. Look how lethal Spirit are, even on just these pistols. It feels like they're the ones in full control of the round, and that's because they probably are now. Knife trapped. He's so low on health, Mac. There's nothing, surely. This has got to be a steal away for Spirit.
One flash. 30 seconds. And a couple of bullets can put these pistols down, but they'll peak together. 3, 2, 1. Hit him with the swing.
Oh my.
Oh.
Not like that, Mac. Not like that.
God, that was a full save, Jackie. That was 5 USBs, Jackie. You don't pay anything for them.
Bro. There was no down payment on that round. They had no life insurance. Look what's it felt so uncomfortable, by the way. We're in that 2 versus 1. You got both of the pistols on site, just holding for the walkout. Oh, great aim, good multi-kill. So if Onyx shows us a bit of that into the rifles, then yeah, we could be cooking. Daddy as well, look at him. He's got back up with Dowie. This is a deadly duo when they're playing off each other on Ancient T side. Looking to get a bit of space towards Red Room initially. Smokes off, zoning each other out. Ramp control taken though. It's Chopper with a heads up call. Cuts back the leaves, Mac. Pushes down, and they've already got deep control here towards B now.
Chopper. Deep flash. A little too far. But Zwei is here to try and make the most of it. Flea racks, mischance, and tries to continue going for that opportunity, but will almost fall back in time. Catching Zwei on the swing through the smoke side. And because he had the C4 on his back, he didn't want to overcommit into the site, but they have spotted that in the meanwhile. They know the bomb's here. And that's why Tanir has started to gravitate across towards that short side. And if anyone can do it, it's Dowie. But not if Donk's swinging heaven. One of his favorite positions. And I see, what are they going for? Okay, cave smoke, red room smoke. And Daddy, looking to center that mid late through the mollies. We'll be able to find Donk. And that's a big head to hunt. Knife crossing there, dodging the spam from Chopper and Cave. Until he gets that second shot.
Ooh. That one stings, actually. That's a good follow-up back from Chopper. It's quite an important kill as well. Knife on T side of Ancient, he's been a big force for this team. It's him and Dowie that play very well off one another. And Daddy as well, as you could see with that mid-pick. Having that trifecta could have been beneficial, but Chopper playing with fire towards close cave. Lines it up for the wallbang. Slays the first, so we're back in a 4v4. Walked back out as well, so sleight of hand, replacing it was way close towards the lip. Dowie, dual peak, they take the fight, isolated, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. Still all up in the air then, walking out on the back of the site. Tanir going to spot that quick adjustment. And we're down to a 2 versus 3. 40 seconds on the clock, Mac. They can try and gamble for the B play.
Long smoke coming out. Reducing the angles that they have to worry about, and that's the last 2 smokes that they have. 22nd on the clock. Dowie looking to potentially just plant this as safe as he possibly can, but not expecting Chopper just to go aggro through long, and there wasn't cover there. Fleerax too worried about his own tail over towards Cave, and with the AWP in hand, he just wants to save it into the next. No time to plant, no time to even escape the cave. And Chopper is going to be looking for him on his backside. He flicks around in the right moment. Oh, I dare say he got that pick. So the AWP should survive into the next, but it may be the only thing there. No bomb plant, no chance, and the lack of cover just really coming back to bite them towards the end of that round. And yet they got that opening on the donk. They've done that a few times, but there's just jiggling the close angles. Looking to set Chopper up to find some info there. Flash on the lane side, no T's exposed. And it might just be a pump here in just a matter of moments. Dowie, 2 dinks on his way. But will get sprayed down anyway. Flank denied by Onyx as Shiro tries to show him how it's done. Looking to lock down the backside of the quad here. But again, it feels like one of the big issues I'm spotting from IC is just getting that bomb planted.
Yeah, being able to really lock down, control the bomb site here. This AWP could have been the key piece. It looked like it was going to be. Starved off so late into the round, but does find some impact now with the support of Onyx. All down to Shiro. And finally plant it. Digits down. He's going for the backstab whole way round. Walk up towards Cave. 32 HP. Still got the AWP in their hands though. Skin in the game potentially for this one. Oh, timing for the run back towards ramp. On it goes to clear it just as he's tucked in. So they won't have full info on this. Getting a little bit tight now though. Dicey timings. Walks his way out, seeing if he can line up a potential peek onto it. Oh, Fleerax with the time.
Does he have it?
Baits them round. Doesn't matter anyway. It's lined up. It's in there. On it gets it. A reluctant round, but still a second on the board. Took them some time here.
I see. 3 towards lane. Knife. Ooh, trying to get out in front of the util at mid, but won't quite get that happening. And Chopper. That flash just not as effective as he hoped. Peeking slow onto the line, gets his head ripped off.
And off the back of it, I mean, there's about just shy of 50 seconds. T's postured towards this late B execute, as you say. They've got the utility down on the bomb site now. Donk looking for the run out ramp side. It's a good readjustment. Onyx takes a bullet straight between the eyes, and timing's starting to get dicey. You've got mid covered as well by Tanir. So if you go for this wrap back towards A, back door should be spotted. Oh, should's the operative word. The scope delivers. Hell of a shot from Fleerax. Okay, they're still in the round.
Yeah, Tanir feeling like he had to make a move. There was a lot of noise being made towards that B site. And in the meanwhile, you can see with Dowie's position here, he should hear Donk rotating through T-spawn. I believe the water is audible from where Dowie was playing, but it is just going to be that save.
Because in a circle, don't have time to spell things out for you. They like to make plays quickly, if we've learned anything from prior.
Like that.
Ooh, there you go. That's one way to take the top off. At least Chopper matching the momentum. It's a good 1-for-1.
Fleerax, he takes the line, and in comes this push. He knew, but the line a little too wide, and Shiro still gets it with the peak. Going to be stuck over towards New Box, and at the same time, Tanir denying aggression through the middle. So man disadvantage as Knife tries to take the blind fight. And donut control is not going to quite be there for the CTs just yet, nor the Ts. HE going towards the back, polishes off Tanir, and the 2 remaining Spirit members are looking to make their way in. Positions both heard, both known. And Onyx at range is able to find that first. Playing from the back of Donut. Oh, default even way takes his head right off the top. 3 haircuts there. And it's a rough position for IC to be in. It looked again like it was going to be that fourth round. And B-site looking like it will be under fire this time. Chopper caught off. Maybe we don't expect the knife to be so advanced. He just contacted his way so deep into cave. Way with the blocking utility, flashed off, mollied in towards the front side of it to fight, but Donk is here, and he's going to say goodnight to a few more individuals. Onyx just barely spotted, and the flash creating some kind of space, but Donk regains vision, and he's seeing 2020 here. Oh, ace on the cards in the first game. He's hunting for it. He knows where the final man's coming from. And we looked at that head-to-head, and that's the second one. That's the second time he's had the same issue. He's having a giggle about it.
A grenade clip hitting him twice. Oh, they know. Give him the 5. Don't deny the 5. Oh, Shiro. Will they get it anyway? Another round in the bag. Donk with that one. Smiles and celebrations all round, but not for Inner Circle. Chances, but near misses. And yeah, that head-to-head really put into context there. The difference. Donk's been doing it. Dowie's been showing us signs. He's been having moments. The cheeky errors with a nade there.
Oh, and faster again. Dowie straight in towards Donut, taking Donkey out of the meanwhile. It's going to be massive pressure towards this A site early. Shiro won't be able to escape away, but there is still Tanir here. And he's got a big job to do. Maybe they don't expect 3 already. Too much focus back towards the mid side and still no control fully on this A site. Knife coming through with a trade. Smoke broken. And that's going to be no coverage on the planter who gets that bomb down just in time. Knife on his way. Sends those bullets straight on back. And Chopper with half health. Last round of the half. Going to give it a red hot crack on the clutch.
Seeing if he can wind up for it. This is the round where Knife comes alive, though, and that's what guarantees them at least an 8-4 half. Big plays as he stabs in a circle back into the game. Let's see if they can keep it up, though.
In good positions to play for the retake. You want that cave control just to make it that little bit easier to slide back into the B site. But that smoke leaves something to be desired at the top of the ramp. And there's still so much space for the T's just to make their way in. But Knife, he's fought from cave instead. Clear axe with the Julie. He's going to be walking straight into the young goat. And there is going to be back lanes control. But other than that, it's going to be difficult to get back in. Flash forward. Donk just taking a few more names. Onyx trying to send it back. But Shiro positioned perfectly to refrag. And Tanir activates on the Giga Lurk.
Baited out for the first shot onto Chopper, but no connection, Mac.
We'll see if he gets a couple more opportunities. His way more on the close angle. Onyx spots his barrel around the corner. Locking the opening. Knife, though. A dangerous solo mission. Exploring down the ramp side. And just when they had the numbers, I feel like maybe that's a mistake that could come back to cost them. Tanir going to be clearing one side, not the other. As Onyx goes forward, expecting to potentially get out of dodge in time. But the danger not too far away. Dowie caught with util in hand, won't be able to shoot back. Oh, and just like that, it all comes crumbling down. Spirit just constantly contacting. And it feels like IC just weren't quite expecting all of the Spirit individuals to still be hanging around like that. And they make it look way too easy. Just pushing them over in the end there, Jackie, 12-4.
Not finding that certainly rattled them, and key pieces just aren't hitting shots in the same way. Dowie trying to turn the tide here, gets aggro. Good for one with the Famous, but that might be all it is. It's quicker pace across the board. Onyx just comes out like an acrobat, and inside of the smoke, it's Khan, a.k.a. Daddy, making plays. He's trying to take them down one by one. Good for 2, but there's the reply from Chopper. And unless Knife can slice this round back open, Mac, it feels like Ancient will be dead and done.
I don't know how much dissection we're going to see, especially with Spirit just doubling up, going together. looking to lock in Ancient as the first map of the series. Shifting in, making his way to site, and constant jiggling, constant info gathering. Displayed by Spirit, it's more than enough. The fight from Chopper gets it done, 13-4. Maximum devastation coming through for Inner Circle. It started so strong and then just dissipated.
We're going to strap in for some T-side Spirit gameplay up against Inner Circle, kicking it off on a CT side. Knife with a dually set this time. Let's see what thunder they bring in.
Giving absolutely no time for Inner Circle to think. Oh, Knife couldn't even pull the dualies out on time. It's awkward, it's fast, and Donk is going to take as many names as possible, but now it's down to Chopper, who is throwing that util, and the bomb is down there at default, with both CTs up on the rafters, looking to fight together at Heaven. Chopper just gaining as much audible information as possible before deciding how to play it, but the CTs, they're the ones looking. Doubling up with the hut push, going for the full wrap back to door, and Chopper none the wiser. Looking the wrong way. It should be easy pickings, a little whiffy. Just lets him know. Makes it a fair fight. We'll workshop that. We'll try and invest in little ear gremlins. That being said, little smoke gremlins exist in this game, and we just found one. Donk. Spotted on the edge of it. Couldn't make the sneaky move as Inner Circle send it straight back with the aggression out as they clear that. So that's going to allow them to stack the A site just before the pop comes through. So there's numbers here and CTs. They are making mincemeat of Spirit. Man advantage. And a lot of noise getting made as Chopper goes for the aggro approach, telling the boys in lobby just to wait for him to make his move first. That draws attention back from Fleerax. You can see him wrapping. Eyes on hell to near in the meanwhile, just waiting for that smoke to fade. And Knife making it happen from CT vent, but he needs a helping hand. The timing of the peak, perfect. And even with a man disadvantage, Spirit, they spot Fleerax over towards Heaven, string him together. And what looked like it could have and should have been an Inner Circle round just gets turned on a dime.
Hoping you can bait in the overextension. They're not really biting on this one. Smoke over, nice use of the HE. It's good chip damage. Fleerax as well, getting quite low now. Sideline sweep. Oh, they don't expect it. Good for free. Triple threat. And it's all down to Donk. Walking back towards main. I mean, 28 seconds on the clock. Not a lot of time to find a play to make on this one. He's going to have to wait for it to dissipate. Knife's honed on the angle. And Inner Circle get another one. So good read. Straight back in. That's lovely play from the back of the vent there.
I feel like maybe there's a bit more respect getting shown to Spirit, which is understandable.
It feels that way, right?
They know who the top dogs are here in the mix. In the meanwhile, Tanir having a bit of an awkward affair to make his way down vent, but he does get there successfully. And I don't know if that's been sent across, although Fleerax now eyes on single. Will be able to react in time. Cops a dink for his troubles, but won't get any more. That's an AWP retrievable. Control. Going to be taken by Spirit in the meanwhile. And there is a man advantage, but they still have to get past Donk, who's managed to get his rifle in hand. Oh, plenty in the clip. Will we see a clip? Good dodge on the flashbang forward. 3 CTs just bowling him down. And Shiro in the meanwhile has the AWP for moments, but not long enough. Good trade game to get back into the site, and it's a fight won by Inner Circle for 5. The cross across. But Knife rotating early, you can see over towards single. Just playing that headshot line. We'll now have a helping hand with Can going down the vents. Okay. First found and a second. And that's going to be the bomb spotted in the meanwhile. Knife looking to reinforce the B site. Shutting the door. Fleerax. Oh, good flick on a Chopper. And Uncle Chop gets chopped himself.
Leaves him down on the ground, and with 25 seconds, finding much of a play on this is looking slimmer and slimmer. Shiro literally needs to dive out, find a path in to get that bomb planted, but he has to take the 1v1. You've got a quick rotate there as well. Likelihood of even gambling for it now getting worse and worse. This is an emergency.
Well, speaking of muscle, Donk known to be one of the best bodybuilders to ever do it. Let's see if you can hit him with that double front buy or even a double entry. Would be nice to see, but it's Onyx to at least find that first knife, cut him in half. And the A site now under fire, but the man advantage there and a fast flank already worked towards with that door control, which has gone fleeting. Chopper and Shiro hitting straight back. And they've won a couple of clutches now. So far here in the series. But do they expect the huge rotation back into lobby? Daddy arriving on the scene in time, and Shiro knows there's a buy in the future for them if they just commit, but he won't get it down. Fleerax fighting. And that's 9 on the CT side. Pain inflicted again by Inner Circle.
The Orpa that's been hitting some good shots in a prime position to do it again here as well. Waterfall down the top from main. He's set up with the angle. If they peek into it, he'll be poised to take a kill. They get close though. The time's awkward. Luckily enough, they're still going to find that one. Chopper gets cut short and Dowie's ready for a play on ramp.
Oh, dumps a lot of bullets into that one. Maybe an overinvestment as he gets left. Hang on, what? He hit it. Third time's the charm. No scope necessary, and Shiro ejected from the round. Zwei feeling it after that one and hits the easy peek from Zwei. There we go. Okay. Oh, well, we'll get it into the break. It is the last round of the half. We can be there at some point.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see. Oh, where this one's going to go. Daddy's back right now, though. And with the assist of Knife, it is a beautiful left-right combo.
Onyx on the roof.
Smackdown. I know, dudes. They're playing T on CT. It's their map. Chopper's trying to hold them back. It's a horde survival right now.
What is this round? Onyx and Zwei have somehow passed each other in the meanwhile. Chopper down, and what a chaotic way to end the half. 11-1.
But the energy again, they're boomboxing a little bit more. They're waxing lyrical. We're hearing the monkey sounds coming out from Onyx. It's his war cry that he likes to throw in, which certainly means the energy's there. So let's see what they're doing on the pistol round. Donk with damage dealt, but Dowie trades it back, and we're into a 4v4 with space made to attempt to make a play out towards the site. Ooh, hello. Julie's in a back line, though. Couple shots going awry. They get a bit of spacing down towards B site. And one by one, Spirit setting their eyes on potentially a pistol and a second round, with Shiro dialing that one in.
And what's your take on Tanier so far? So far, so good? Or do you think, he just hasn't really found his groove just yet?
Yeah, vibe check's not bad, man. Although obviously we've not had the biggest blockbuster, all-out crazy performances where it's like, oh, he's a demon on the server. The guy is super talented, and you can see he fits the vibe of the team at least. That's the better thing for me. It feels like everyone's kind of gelling, right? They're opening up a little bit more with the banter. It feels like they're more warm to maybe sort of, I don't know, turning a new leaf with how they're approaching things. It feels like a different twist to Spirit outside of the server, which maybe bodes better. You don't know how things go, even if you're winning back, being at each other's throats, or the vibe just not being right when it comes to trusting one another. It can be horrific rounds, which this actually could be, by the way. This is quite an upsetting one with a lot of backline space that's been created. Those two picks from Daddy are huge. Tanier up top. It's ratio by Dowie, and it's all going wrong. Chopper through the vent. It's down and out. Oh, mate. Okay. Well, Bandits in the night maneuver. They sneak out with a loot.
And that's when the conversation gets interesting, because we know that Inner Circle love to play the puggier maps, and Mirage is coming up next. We'll see if they can get off to a similar start to what they did here on Nuke, or if things are going to change. And oh my lord, he's feeling unbeatable. 21-7, rocking a 3 KD. If they close it here, that is going to be a confidence booster for sure. Two-man advantage. What could go wrong here, Jackie?
Yeah, what can go right as well might be the bigger question. You need some plays, like serious pieces here. Tanier towards the back line. He's got to deliver this time in the elevated angle. Chopper has to go huge. Multi-kill necessary if tested. He will answer with one. Tanier's chance to shine, but he's wallbanged down by Daddy, who's already got a 3K on this one. putting emphasis on his name once again here at EPL. Shiro with the sniper. Scope attached for max precision, but Knife inserts the blade between the shoulders, and Spirit might have just let it slip. Mirage could be coming up quick unless Chopper can save it. No, down and out. They'll take it away. Inner Circle with a return to form here on Nuke.
We can see from the positions, it tells a tale that Inner Circle are interested in a split towards A, but there's a hard crossfire at the top of Con, which is going to be difficult to break if the A players don't play earlier on. Smoke here, just to set up the trap. Tanir won't be able to stop that push through Con. The jump in, the flash timing's perfect, but they haven't seen Shiro in the corner. 2 guns better than 1 and mops them all up. Beautiful hold and makes things that much harder. Big quad from Shiro to save that pistol for Spirit. You're walking into 2 of the stars of Spirit. Donk with an M4, who won't be flashed off. Just a flying T to draw the crosshairs. And okay, crunch from unders works for a 3 for 3 in the end. Onyx taking the head off of Tanir's shoulders. And just like that, maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's some kind of hope. Zwei going to be spotted on the Con side. Already dumping a lot of that magazine. Knife just trying to pick his fight wisely. But unfortunately, wisdom will only get you so far. 1v2, Onyx, the leader, the caller, and will have space to get this bomb down. He's full committed. Chopper should win the round eventually with the sneak back in on the app side of things. But let's see what Onyx can do.
If they give him a 1v1, I wouldn't necessarily count him out. And Chopper's so aggressive up. Ooh, might get an opportunity to spot the head on the side. He sees inside of the window. There's the flick. The Deagle Blaze from Onyx. It's a crack shot. 3 kills already. This is not the way you want to get reset, Spirit. But Zwei walking up low on health gives the game away. You know where he is now. Onyx just had to pull the trigger, but he couldn't do it. Zwei subverts expectations on the pre-fire. They will get the defuse. A second round, but a nail-biter.
Mid control. We're going to be coming through uncontested, and Spirits are very aware as to what's happening. They got 4 players here towards the A site, ready to party. And Zwei going to be going blow for blow with them, although it's Dowie to crack things open. Double on the balcony, and Zwei doing a great job to sell that one, but the molly comes in time. However, forces Tanir to fight, which may not be what Inner Circle wanted. However, they're going back to the 2v1 with a big play up jungle. And Fleerack's just trying to figure out exactly where Chopper's coming from. Eyes on the prize, posted and ready. 1 shot away, although falls back towards triple. Can't. Looking to keep eyes on the cross here. And forcing the swing out. Chopper intelligent with the approach, but can't hit the shots that matter.
Yeah.
And so we have been just calling him what he asked for.
He went sick as daddy. He came on the interview and we spoke to him. We said, look, it's all right if we call you dad. He said, look, to friends, anyone can call me daddy. You guys are friends. So we're friends of the Matt Daddy. Inner Circle have been loving it. They've been tweeting all the time. Everyone's calling him daddy, but it's Shiro right now. He's the daddy. He doesn't need anything other than that left click on his mouse as he ruins everyone. They're being schooled here. And Tanir's about to close it. Inner Circle. Is there much more to find? No. That's a hell of a round.
Oh, I feel like there was some foreshadowing, you know, Shiro bringing the IRL violence and then, you know, bringing it back into the server. So maybe it's all he needed to get activated.
Yeah, that's mad. Here we go. We get the replay of it as well. He punches Zwei in the face.
That's
and
all
then
he needed.
does this. That's disgusting, mate.
The rule of thumb is sometimes if you have that minimal utility, is just go for the full Exi on A, see how it goes. And they're going to be doing just that. Only Shiro, who's tucked away at triple, getting scaled upon real quick, but no quick flicks this time. Jungle smoke blocked, which leaves a gaping hole in that smoke. However, Dowie capitalizes, knowing that the CTs are trying to fight through that, finds 2 through the smokes, and now we're down to a 3-man advantage out of nowhere in a round that looked like it should never have really gone Inner Circle's way. It's like the protocols were just off. Shiro goes in, the others leave the vicinity, and they just weren't on the same page.
And they might be written off pretty quickly here as well. Dowie doing some damage back over onto Chopper.
We've got instant window and instant top mid. Going for the layered response, and Fleerax just going toe-to-toe with Donk, who doesn't get a chance to shoot a shot at all.
I'm worried.
If you have seen Donk around the area, DHL mailbag at efg.gg. Please get your submissions in, because he's kind of lost right now, as is Tanir. Losing life towards apartments. And it's just Chopper here to try and save the day. Nasty shot from Onyx on the fadeaway.
All right, now they're cooking with gas. Here we go. High temperature, but Chopper looks to try and be the 1,000-degree knife to slice through them. Only one, as his blade is broken. And Zwei not going to be able to handle this one. All the way back towards CT. Got to let it go. Egg on the face. A 5th round then for Inner Circle. And mate, some of the shots they're hitting, some of the moves they're making, with a tempered Spirit, showing some weakness in a few places. Is it happening, Mac? Are they going to keep it going? Is that absolute spree of a run that Inner Circle have been on continuing, even after a few days off and Team Spirit's new look being their first obstacle?
Have to watch underpass this time. Looking to get right up into the action and maybe even formulate a fast flank. It's that B hit again. This time Chopper just needs to buy time for the flank to activate. And there's mollies, there's flames, buddy, every single where. Tanir coming through with a big double, which may have just warranted the round for them. And Shiro may not end up being necessary. Look at this push from Fleerax through the short smoke himself, just misses it. Finds Donk. And now it's up to Shiro to get a freebie on this one. They know that Fleerax is over towards short side, and there's a flash, there's a smoke to completely force him out of the round. But the smoke has not hit the mark. Zwei straight into the scope. Oh my lord, what a cluster. What a misstep. And Shiro's position now known. Fleerax getting up into the thick of things. The tap's there, the angle's found, and Fleerax with the clutch for a 7th. Team Spirit just unfortunately can't do anything right this half. Locking. As some of the util still comes in. There's still another wave to potentially play with, though. Oh, and it's about to get action. It's about to get awkward. Donk, though, standing tall, standing true, and makes it look way too easy. Flashes ineffective, and Inner Circle. Look, Fleerax, nice little clutch last time, but a 1v4, I don't know about that one, Chief. Shiro, okay, hang on, 20 seconds. Big flank activating, only one player left on site, that's Uncle Chop, who's going to be mollied out from under balcony. Goes towards the top side, Fleerax knows. Oh, caught on the jump up. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. No one's touched him. 10 seconds, and the bomb down, knife out. It is almost a clutch, but Tanir in the right place at the right time denies that one from happening.
He keeps his gun out on a walk back towards bomb. You know, if he just clears that angle, who knows? That could have been a clutch he should have had no chance in. So, a crazy tight game. Donk and Chopper with flashbang control towards mid. Get some opening picks, but I didn't expect this. We've already equalized, Mac. We're down to a 3v3. They're putting pressure back on A, and Tanir cannot stand strong enough. Onyx finds that opening pick, but Donk is trying to come alive.
Donk and Shiro, the dream duo, will just take it right onto him, swinging for the win. 5 on the CT side. Spirit, the focal point, as one of the best teams in the world currently, but up against the young guns. Some 20-year-old Ukrainians just looking to show what they're capable of, and this is one of them. IGL Onyx standing, turning around and hoping that he could make something happen. We'll get to lead of the trade game. A bit too strong from the Spirit individuals as Knife can see that little boot spinning on around. Donk, big info, spotting all 3 remaining members, making their way in from the market. Swinging on the contact, and it should be easy pickings for Spirit from this position. Nothing else found for Inner Circle, and that pistol should get Spirit back on track.
They're going to be able to walk up past it. Bear in mind, Onyx here does get the smoke down. close towards them running up on it as well. Shaves a bit of time off the clock. He's getting a large read, sees all of the players, but has to make a move. Damage there, but no room to convert. He doesn't get that frag. Flarak's able to get the adjustment back on Chopper. But even then, they needed more time bought on a bomb site. Bombs down.
Find any of these tees towards the back of apps as well. That's a bit of extra cash for the future. But Spirit, very aware of that being the situation. For Spirit to lock in a W for their first affair here in ESL Pro League Season 22. Inner Circle was trying to find any form of success here on the CT side. Donk, he is ready to fight for this one, and that's the A site cracked open completely. Ken now needs to dominate anything happening over towards Connector, but he's got eyes towards main, fighting for himself, can't inflict pain more than the single. Tanir in the meanwhile catching Fleerax, going for the short pressure. And it's awkward, Can just dancing around. Oh, he spotted a little hand just on the edge of the smoke as it re-blooms. The crack, not enough. And it's just those 2 picks for the round, but Spirit get through yet another gun round.
Looking like we're getting close to potentially him closing it. Got to be consistency from Inner Circle. Nade dashed out top side. That's going to be the incendiary behind the boxes. They want to collapse on mid. Dowie finds a peek. Knife assists. They double up. And it's looking brilliant. They bombard them out of the server, and it's only Tanir left.
An absolute catastrophe for Spirit. Unable to trade a single damn thing. But Tanir looking to prove his worth. 1v5 angle, already finding the first 2, untouched. Going for the high line. Okay. Legged in the meanwhile. Makes things that little easier to close out, but Tanir has info on both final members. But it's Dowie to close. No one has anything for the next. So this is the most important round for Inner Circle this game so far.
Oh, and it starts off with an absolute corker. Hell of a shot onto Donk as well. That's a Donk that's starting to come alive, and a massive nade that's setting the precedent that Inner Circle want to fight tooth and nail for round 19. Flarak sets up on the back of the site, but Dowie will deal even more damage. Gets that tap shot off on Azui. Close towards the smoke. Chopper not feeling confident to play behind it anymore. Stalling this round nicely early on. Tanir gets a bit of presence though, and Shiro with the adjustment smites another one. Could still be a shaky round unless they convert it from here. Shiro switches the weapons. Chopper slicing away back into it. It's a scary spot, Mac.
They had info on both those CTs, but if Chopper oversteps to the right an inch, wasn't even the problem. Fleerax finds him. And now they know exactly what Spirit were going for. There's the info. And they both respect Shiro somewhat, but the peek across the top of the stairs, Fleerax proactive all round. Remember, he got that first pick straight through the top mid-smoke. Fleerax, again, proactive in his attempt to go for the opening. Oh, and he's successful. He's so good with it.
Yeah. He was one of the stars. He was one of the rising star AWPers that we were seeing throughout stage 1. So good in terms of opening plays. Very great, consistent AWPing as well. He might even double up. He's good. Sway goes back in, baited. And Fleerax can do no wrong.
Up con, through jungle, and he'll be right in assuming as much. But Dowie about to be found in the meanwhile. Firebox player. Oh no, it's crumbling. They tried to stay passive, but didn't realize that there was no eyes on mid. Donk as well somehow wins that fight. And just when you thought it should have been a 10th for Inner Circle, these 3 key pieces for Team Spirit will all activate back to back. And this round is done. Avoid Fleerax at all costs. It works.
All right, that's the Donk we expect. Damn, dude, so confident in so many of those duels as well. It felt like he was at a disadvantage, even repping himself with a peek back towards B, but Fleerax will grab that one. Bail away with the AWP and hope to clutch onto it into the next. Some fancy footwork on the rifling there, though. The DONK making the plays. All right.
Another. The economy was not in a good way for Inner Circle. And now they're left with this. Couple of MP9s, Fleerax hunting for that opening, but Shiro with the full punishment. And now that the raid boss is down to long rotation with the bomb. And that clock is certainly ticking further and further down. Tanir in a power position, but needs to win this one. Oh, it's awkward. And Dowie in the meanwhile going to be able to find Chopper fighting from sight. They know Tanir's lurking on the lower side again. Yeah, 6 seconds to get this bomb planted, but no swing in from CT's way. Eyes on the prize, but a big flank activating from Can, who's got a rifle and won't win this. Shiro shotgun Orpy pulls it out just in time. And you need to save. You need something to try to fight, which could be the final round. Moving into the next, Onyx will now warrant himself an AK to play with. No kit. There's no chance for the round. All picked up.
If you blow your lines on this one, the series is done. Spirit, take it.
Oh, pushing into main. Tanir inflicting pain. And at least Can going in first. Knows that he can be a bit more of a pawn in the game, considering he might not be able to play up to his standards. So gets traded, which still should favor the T's given the scenario. Chopper with the jump into window. And Dowie in the meanwhile taking out Donk. So numbers now favoring Inner Circle. They got good control to A main, but it's the B site they have to worry about. And they're walking into the scope, which was saved across for Fleerax. Flashes ineffective, but the shot connecting. And Chopper activating on the lurk. Can he find any value for money? 3 towards the B site, but again looking towards A. Knife, none the wiser that this is a player who has a big old brain, a mastermind, the key piece of the puzzle, but that's a loud rotation. Bomb on the ground with 30 seconds, and the last found, Onyx getting it done. 10 secured, and Inner Circle playing on. It's just a matter of when. Oh, and Onyx, not really known for his AWPing prowess, not what we've seen so far. And Dowie able to activate, especially with the smokes about to bloom, goes to the advanced angle, knife on the trade game, and Onyx another. Everyone can have an AWP. You can have an AWP. But who can have the round? It's Onyx finding almost every single one of them. And now there's time. Tanir gonna lock this one in, gets another, dodges the HE. And makes this one much more dangerous than Inner Circle ever expected, but the final blow is found. And 11 on the board. We might not be done. With this palace control, they could set up for a retake nice and early. And Tanir, crosshair, placed on that right side, knife here to trade. And there's the map control if they want it, but knife falling back to a site setup. And Chopper again placed into a power position to lurk around from the window. But it looks like A should be the target, given that the other 3 Spirit members are just lurking towards the bottom of Con. Molly to short side, but in comes the bomb, which could be seen in just a moment. Fleerax, no idea that Chopper is starting to clear, but he's hit something. He's hit his bloody mouse button. Whoa, and it forces Fleerax forward. It is chaos to close out this series. Oh no, Fleerax, knife as well, going to be able to try to make this one happen, but Zwei head on the swivel to find those 2, and Fleerax, the hero so far, but he's walked into the open, he's pulled out the secondary, wants to try to stop the plant. How's he made it here, but he can't. 13-11, Spirit barely getting that across the line. Oh Lord.